Hello sailors, and welcome back to northern Spain, where Rob was enjoying the fireworks, but little Yewy was not. Bless her. Coming up this week, we explore lovely A Coruña, fix our autopilot, and set sail once more.
I know, they're making me edgy.
Before finding a stunning little anchorage. So hop on board and grab your life jackets, sailors.
So this particular marina in I keep wanting to say Bilbao.
We're not in Bilbao.
In Coruña is in the old town, so it's not a cheap marina, but it's bang centre in the middle of everything. Spoiled for choices for restaurants and all that. Live music every evening, starting at 9:30.
Right on cue.
Right on cue. So yeah, Coruña, I have to say, what a lovely, lovely, lovely place. I could spend longer here than just a few days we've got. It's a very, very nice place. Are we chilling? I think we're chilling. We're chilling, aren't we? I think we are. Join me again in the lazarette, the port lazarette of the boat, where for the last few days we have been waiting for a part to be delivered. We mentioned that the anchor pin, which connects the tiller arm to the rudder quadrant, had snapped. We've got a new one, part K065 for a Type 1 linear drive autopilot Marina, and this might go down as the most expensive pin in history. It is 316 steel, as you'd expect, so it's good quality, but it was 80 quid for this pin. No, it was 75 quid for the pin, 45 quid for delivery, and 75 euros in customs, taxes and extra handling charges. So expensive. And I never knew that one of these would break, really. I think it's because there wasn't a cotter pin, a split pin, whatever you want to call it, in the bottom of the bolt. So I think the whole thing's been at a dodgy angle and just snapped or whatever. But the fix is relatively straightforward. We just pop it into the rudder quadrant, jobs are good, and hopefully there's no damage to the hydraulic arm here, or the drive arm. And then we've got the autopilot back, which would be really nice, wouldn't it? But yeah, thanks Brexit, this oven-ready deal, this frictionless border, a week for the part, should have taken 2 days, and as I say, paid about as much in fees and shite like that as the part itself. Nightmare. Step 1, put the bloody cotter pin in. Cool, so that can't come out now. Step 2, through the rudder quadrant. Is that going off camera? No.
Oh, I've got it.
Parfait. And then we're going to need some space, some washer spacers. These are just the old ones. And a nut spacer as well. I'll just put that there and put those on there. And then our locking nut. So I will get a wrench now and tighten that all up. but autopilot should be back.
Now get out of your Nazareth. Afterwards, we went exploring and visited the Tower of Hercules, an UNESCO Roman lighthouse standing 55 metres tall. It is the only Roman lighthouse still standing and functioning today.
It's funny, Yewy. You're a good girl. Not a view you get very often. The poor little old girl getting a bit too hot. Aren't you? She won't walk. She's doing half of it. Bless her.
She's a good girl. Good girl.
The next day.
Yewy, are we on an important mission? We are on an important mission. It's day 740 in Bilbao, Coruña.
I've really liked it here.
And tomorrow we're going to set off for Camariñas, thankfully. We are a little bit apprehensive. There was another orca attack yesterday, 2 orca attacks yesterday, literally round the corner. So they're in this area. We've been warned. One woman was injured during the attack, not by the orcas, but by the boat, and was airlifted off the boat as well. So hopefully she gets a decent recovery. So we are now pants basically, but we have to go. We're gonna try and follow the 20-meter line where possible, but not always possible because the depth drop off is massive here.
It is.
So you don't need to be that far offshore to be in very, very deep water. But we are going to go and get some sand today. There's a beach here in Coruña, and one of the boats yesterday actually deployed a bit of sand, and the orcas swam off. So that's all we've got, like, short of brute strength and teeth.
Yeah, there's not many things you're allowed to do other than motor away and throw sand at them.
Yeah.
So,
It really has been loads of boats put out of commission by these things. But anyway, let's go get some sand.
yes. Yewy is not allowed on the beach, which she is very upset about. Oh, Yewy, you're banned. I mean, look at all the people Yewy would be disturbing. If this was a French beach, there'd be at least 3 dogs on there. There he is.
I can tell you that beach is very heavy.
What do you think each one weighs? About 10 kilos?
It's quite a lot.
Hey,
Very heavy.
good.
Have a feel.
That is quite substantial. That's about as much. We've got 3 bottles, so that's about as much as we can carry on the boat, I think. Or as much, how many bottles we have spare.
Yeah.
Ready to deploy.
That's it.
If necessary. They're now resting in the sunshine just to try and get any residual moisture out of them, just so we can deploy it a bit faster if necessary.
Okay, passage update. This is where we are in A Coruña. This is where we came from in North Shields, bloody ages ago. Not far to go till Portugal, just a couple of sails. Tomorrow we'll be doing 47 nautical miles from A Coruña to Camariñas. Lovely little place where we'll be anchoring off in this bit here. Tomorrow's passage is of note, however, because, as we were explaining earlier on, there are orcas in town. We've got the red light, and yesterday there were 2 attacks. I've marked those attacks with a little cute green symbol, although they wouldn't be bloody cute in reality. So the attacks took place in 155 metres of water and, 100 metres of water there. So pretty far offshore. Pretty much the only actionable advice that we've got is that we need to stick to the 20-metre contour as much as possible. Not easy in this stretch of the woods, though, because it gets deep. quite quickly offshore. There's a bit of a drop off. This is really, really close into the land, and with the prevailing swell coming from this way and the wind also coming from this way, you don't want to be that close inshore. So tomorrow's passage will be coming out of Coruña, turning to port, and if we're taking this contour across here about 50 meters, we can get into shallow water quite quickly if we need to. If we need to stick the beans on the engine, then we will. These are some nice shallows in the middle of this bay, which could help if we need to get a bit of refuge there. But really, again, coming through this bay, we can get into shallow water quite quickly. And it is essentially around this bay here. I mean, as the crow would fly, we want to come across that way to kind of get across as quickly as possible. But we'll actually be coming and following the kind of 20-meter line and along there to keep out of that deep water where the attacks were, and coming round the corner here to coming at us. We'll see how it goes.
Morning, Yewy. This is the earliest we've been up in a little while.
Where are we going today?
Where are we going?
Where are we going?
How are you feeling?
Nervous. And tired.
Yeah, me too.
Are we human? Or are we dancers?
Or are we bloody mad?
Or are we stupid? Orca attacks 2 days ago, we've been through it. Time will tell. We're doing what we can, but we've just got to plough on, because we've got to get places. So we've left Coruña after 12 nights. 7 of those waiting for parts, 5 of those waiting for weather. And we've come out today. The wind's changed direction 3 times in the last 10 minutes, so I don't think we're going to get much in the way of wind. Swells here though. Our mates, northwesterly swells here. Hey!
Not bad though, is it?
We've seen it a lot worse. Yeah. And our friend Auto Hjem is back!
Woohoo! We're so happy!
Oh, it's so great having the Auto Hjem back. It's amazing. Putting the sail up, you know, just getting putting the fenders away, getting the lines away and stuff. With the Auto Hjem on the helm makes it so much easier. So it was just the pin, it wasn't anything mechanical. Thank God, because knowing our luck, it would have been something ridiculous. But it isn't. And it's fixed. We did a thing.
We did, well, you did a thing.
I did a thing. So we got 10 hours to go because we were 47 miles, like we said. Hopefully we'll be there at 5 o'clock, because at the minute we're making 5.7 knots under engine and whatever the sail's giving us. Let's go. The Tower of Hercules. This time from the sea. Please protect us from the Orca Hercules. I know we've got 3 bottles of sand and a Welsh Terrier, but please look over us. Thank you. Well, once you get out to sea, you feel a bit more vulnerable, and I'm feeling good about this passage today, I must say. The track that we took on Navionics or looking to take comes a lot more offshore than you expect. We're currently in 70 metres of water. Not that far from land here, but the bay it's gonna kind of extend out. So I've altered the course. I don't care. We're gonna add about another 5 miles onto the passage, but I feel as though this is kind of asking for it a bit, you know. So we're gonna move in. The wind is coming from southwest rather than northwest. It's forecast. Which is not helpful, because late in the second half of the passage is southwest, and it's supposed to be 10 knots and it's at least 16, 17 knots. So yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Everything alright?
I think so, yeah. Oh well, that's cleared up a bit, hasn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
Cheese toasties. We found some really nice Spanish cheese, haven't we?
We have.
Don't know what it is.
From Gadis.
From Gadis. No, it's from Gadis. Gadis, España. 3 hours in, the wind has moved round from the southwest. It has veered to the west, which is the direction we're going. So it's right on the nose. Hey! Which means we've slowed down to 4.8 knots, which is not great. Once we get between these 2 islands though, we can hopefully bear off and get some wind in the sail. Not seeing any orcas or anything like that. This has to be the most watched passage we've done. Like, talk about glued to the sea.
Scanning.
Oh, one other sailboat is out. There's usually a lot more than that out around here. But
they're properly hugging the coast.
yeah, they're right in, aren't they? Kind of makes me think we should be as well. But it's weird. What's that noise? It's weird because there's like a bit in the middle of the sea here, which is like really shallow. What is that noise? A bit that's really shallow, so yeah, you can come a bit further out, and once we can dart between these two islands, we can then head off, you know.
Is it the radio?
I don't know, but I'm going to go and investigate. That's a dolphin, right?
That's a dolphin.
Well, that's a good sign. Because they wouldn't be here if there were killer whales here, would they?
The incident the other day, they said they swam, they had like a lot of dolphin around and they were staying really close together as if they were protecting like their young, and then the orcas were behind getting the group.
I know, they're making me edgy. A little over half, well actually no, 2/3 of the way through the journey now. So the first half of the journey where there was more deep water is over, and we can pretty much stay on the 20-metre line, although it's bloody close in.
It is.
To shore for the rest of the passage, which I'm really happy about.
Little breaking waves and stuff out and out.
We've been joined by a couple of other boats, some Germans and some Dutch. So only the Germans, the Dutch and the British go out in orca-infested waters. But only the English and Mad Dogs go out for walks. Something like that. There's a phrase in there somewhere. So yeah, 12 miles ago. The current has picked us up. We're doing 6.7 knots now.
Yeah, it's good.
So that's bloody nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's much better having some other boats around. The sun's come out a little bit. It doesn't feel as much as ominous and gloomy as it did earlier.
It's been bloody freezing today. It has, hasn't it?
Jumpers on.
It was 26 degrees yesterday.
I know, it was beautiful. I feel like if we were on the land, it would be gorgeous.
Oh yeah. No. Oh yeah, absolutely.
And loads of jellyfish.
Portuguese bands of walls. Yeah.
Loads of them.
Anyway, cut. Some things never change.
He's quite insistent.
Oh yes. To my belly. Try and move your hands somewhere else on it, like on her face. Ah, no, the belly. Keep going. The belly.
This is more like it. It's so peaceful here. We're in Camariñas. We are anchored, and it hit first time, which was fantastic. Let me show you around. We have this lovely scenery, very green. the sea or the rear is very blue. Look, there's no swell. This is just very nice. And do you know what makes it extra nice? What have we got here?
Steak dinner.
Yes.
With Rioja.
And a Welshie that is nosing very close to my steak.
Yes, it's just coming to help.
Fantastic. Thanks so much, baby.
Buenos dias.
Buenas.
No, buenos
Noches or
tardes.
tardes?
Tardes.
Buenas tardes. Hasta luego, sailors. We'll see you soon. And in the meantime, like, comment, share and subscribe. And as always, fair winds.